10 million Democrats can be outvoted by 7 million Republicans, and that's why your vote matters. It doesn't even matter that the Democrats have a majority because of the way the voting maps are drawn. This method is known as gerrymandering, and I'm going to show you the example. We have 50 precincts, 60% blue, 40% red. If you divide this evenly into 5 separate districts, you'll see that blue will win all the time. If you get very creative with how to not draw the map equally, you can get a red victory almost every time. The trick is red wins in 3 districts consistently while they easily give up the 2 districts that are heavily blue. Now, there are some instances where the Democrats have committed gerrymandering, like in Maryland and Michigan, but by far the most aggressive and widespread of this has been done by the Republicans. The chief architects of this modern GOP gerrymandering are Thomas Hofeller and Ed Gillespie, who led this massive campaign called Redistricting Majority Project, also known as REDMAP. It begun just before the 2010 census, because even back then the GOP knew that their days were numbered unless they found a way to redraw the voting maps. And REDMAP has succeeded over the past 15 years, not necessarily on the presidential scale, but congressionally, especially when it comes to the House of Representatives, it has been a massive success. In 2012, the Republicans held the U.S. House even though they had 1.4 million fewer votes than the Dems. Just this year in North Carolina, the GOP redrew the entire North Carolina voting map just to draw Congressman Jeff Jackson out. But the way they've been beaten is when everybody starts to vote. Paul Weyrich, a huge conservative activist in the 1980s and 90s, said that I don't want everyone to vote. As a matter of fact, our leverage in the elections quite candidly goes up as the voting populace goes down. Lindsey Graham has complained that Republicans will never win another presidential election if they don't do something about mail-in voting. Donald Trump has even said that Republicans would never be elected again if it was easier to vote. And right now, today, the GOP has launched over 130 cases about election security. If it is difficult for you to vote, that is a GOP victory. If you think your vote doesn't count, that is also a GOP victory. And if you don't care who's in office now or later, that is also a huge GOP victory. And my question to you guys is, how has your life been amidst this series of GOP victories? I am the Geo Hussar, and if voting didn't matter, then gerrymandering wouldn't exist. Thanks for watching.